Hi guys, Michelle here. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry. I've been sick. I'm still feeling under the weather, but um, getting better. So I wanted to do a little whip and chat. Um, and I also wanted to show. Let's see, I have this completed. I completed this. I don't know, probably a week or two ago. But this is a little 30 by 30 from Temu. And it actually looks better in the camera, which a lot of times you hear people say, than in person. I won't get anything under than a 30 by 30 just because a lot of times it does not come out. I mean, unless it's like just like a animal and a close up of the face or something, like it just. And even this one, like in person, I mean, you can tell this is a wolf and this is a wolf and it's a moon. You can tell that's a witch, but you know, you get what you pay for on these little 30 by 30, you know, cheap little kits. This is supposed to be a pumpkin, which you can kind of tell it in the camera. But yeah, the detail in her face is just, you know, I mean, it is what it is. And her hands, so her hands are supposed to be like, you know, light coming up from the potion or whatever. And then these are supposed to be candles. And I forget. I looked at the image the other day when I was looking at my gems flow, and I was like, oh, that's supposed to be that. I'm like, I didn't even, because to me it looks like another, I don't know, maybe candle, but it's something else. But oh, I think it's a potion bottle. I think that's what that's supposed to be. And I'm sure I could probably like you know, if I want to spend time on it, I could change out some drills and make it more, you know, obvious. Because, you know, I know it's, oh my gosh, what is that? I don't know. Computer render, you know. But I don't know. Yeah, I think I just might stick it in my little, I have one of those, oh, I don't even know what you like, those those books that hold like the 30 by something with the clear sleeves. I'll just probably put it in there, you know. I mean, I'm still going to keep it because I did it, you know. But yeah, so I wanted to show that. And then I did 3 more. I don't know, I might have showed these already, but I wanted to show you guys that I have them. I put them on the little, you know, like the cardstock, and then put some washi tape, and then just little gems right there. And I'm going to add them to my little album. So yeah, I did that. And then I did this. I really like how the way this one turned out. Let's see, I put tape back. It will be fine once I put it in the album. I could have super glued it, but I was being lazy. Yeah, I just put tape like rolled around. Just to hold it in place. But yeah, I really like how this one turned out. I had changed a lot on this. This was from one of the cheapy Temu kits, and I didn't like how it was rendered, so I did a lot of changing on that one. This one I left exactly like it was. This was also a cheapy Temu kit. And yeah, that one came out pretty good, so I'm happy with that one. So yeah, I'm gonna put these in my little photo album that I keep these in. But I did want to show you guys that. And what else? Oh, I wanted to share also. Oh, please don't fall. Oh my gosh. I really need to organize some stuff. I just keep putting it off because I need like a couple of days, and I just want to get everything organized and go through stuff. But anyhow, my mom, I think I had told you guys before, she does these Project Keeper bags, and she found this beautiful mermaid fabric, and I love mermaids, and they're so pretty. Look at how pretty they are. And I like that it has, you know, it has a brunette. It has, you know, like an African American person. I don't know. She's beautiful. I mean, I don't want to, you know, miss whatever. And then they got a blonde. I mean, because you always, you know, you always see blondes, but I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. So let me show you the back. The fabric is gorgeous. I'm like, oh yeah. And you can actually like see the face, you know. Like they did good detail on this fabric. So yeah, she did this project bag for me. It's pretty good size. She put Velcro there to hold it. Let me see, I feel like, I was like, what? Oh, that's just the, yeah, so the way she does them, and she does them differently when people request, but she has like, there's these two big pockets behind, right? And then the zipper with the clear plastic on both sides. So, and then she added, you know, she found these, she had these and some gems. So she really, she blinged it up. And then this little zipper pull. Cute little, look at that little seahorse. It's adorable. And then this one is a seashell with a really pretty, I love that it's purple and blue. So, yeah. So, yeah, she's really good at making these. She's very crafty. So, yeah, I wanted to show you guys that. So yeah, let me get started on my WIP and chat. Sorry guys if I sound different. I'm kind of, oh, like I said, I'm trying to fight this. I'm at the tail end, but I still feel like just, it was terrible. Are you getting a drink of my Diet Coke? Oh, let me zoom in here. Come on. Are you gonna go in? Does it not go in after? Okay, you know what? Let me pause this and then zoom. Okay, weird. It's not. There we go. It wouldn't let me do it with the little automatic thing. Okay, can you guys see? Yeah, it's a butterfly. Okay. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, this cold. Oh my gosh, I've had this cold since today's Sunday. I've had it since last Sunday, so it's been a week. It knocked me down. Let me see. Let me get a symbol here. Find it. Little staple. I thought I got all these, but yeah, guys, for 2 days. I mean, I've been feeling just. I haven't even, like, basically just a lot of laying on the couch and yeah, tissue hanging out of my nose, terrible headaches. Oh my gosh. And this is going around. A lot of people in this area are getting it. So, I don't know. But I was like, I had to call in from work for 2 of the days last week. And I really should have probably called in for at least another day. Because, man, that day that I went back, I'm like, oh, man, how am I going to do this, you know? But, yeah, and I didn't have any sick pay or comp time or discretionary, that's like personal time left to use. So I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to get docked. It's going to be 2 days. You know, that's 16 hours docked. Oh my god, that's gonna be a big hunk. That's gonna suck, but yeah, you know, it's like I can't, you know, I don't want to go and make everybody else sick. I mean, that's how I got it, because somebody, you know, she was my coworker, she's in the same situation where she didn't have any time either. And, you know, she's trying not to have her check docked. So, you know, but I understand. It's like when you can't afford to have your check docked and you don't have no time, and they really don't give us a lot of time. Like we don't even earn not even a full day a month. Like we earn like, it's like 6.40 hours or something we get a month of sick pay is what we earn. So it's like, it's really not much, and that's it. Like, yeah. I mean, granted, we get a lot of, breaks and holidays because it is a school. We have like our Thanksgiving week and our 2 weeks Christmas and stuff, but colds and stuff don't always like plan with your breaks, right? They just hit you when they hit you. So anyways, my coworker who sits to the right of me, she got it the week before, and then I got it the week after. And when I get things, they just kind of hang on to me longer. I've just always been that way. Like, I don't know. I think stress probably has a lot to do with it too, because it seems like I always have a lot of stress going on in my life. And I know stress can affect a lot of things. So, but I mean, at least I'm feeling good enough to sit up in diamond paint. I haven't diamond painted like in a week since I've had this, because I've just like like, no, I gotta lay down. My head's pounding, and yeah, basically, bed, couch, bathroom. That's been, haven't barely taken my dogs for a walk. Oh my God, I hope I put that in the right place. I'm like, yeah, okay. I hate it when I do them. Like, shit, did I put that in the right spot? My brain's been like super foggy. I did walk my dogs, not yesterday, but like the day before. It's actually getting nice out. Like the heat wave has finally calmed down, and we're actually like in the like 70s. Some days are 80s, but compared to being 100 in the teens to 120s, I'll take it. And that the heat just, oh my God, like we're in freaking the middle of November, and like it finally calmed down like the beginning of this month. It's like, oh my gosh, seriously. It seems like every year it takes longer and longer for it to cool down a little. Like, I don't know what's going on. And this summer was like, we broke all sorts of records this year. It was brutal. Yeah, God, the air conditioner, the electric bills everybody's been getting is just like insane. Like, yeah. But anyhow, yeah, I really want to try to walk them today. Like when the sun starts to go down just a little. Yeah. But yeah, I've been just really oh my gosh, it's freaking cold. And I kind of feel like it's trying to come back right now, because like I was feeling a lot better Friday and yesterday, and then today I'm like, oh my God, it kind of feels like it's trying to say hello again. What the heck, And so I don't know, you guys. I'm just like, my husband and son went to Costco to pick up some stuff that we need, like water and yeah, just stuff for my son's lunch. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to do a little whip and chat. Because I know it's been a while. So yeah, other than that, I did, oh my gosh, what was it? Was it Wednesday night? I don't know. I did try to film a little whip and chat, but I was like, you know what? It just came out sounding so negative and down, and I'm like, no, I don't want to post that. I don't want to bring anybody down. I don't want, anybody to feel like, dang, this girl, she's just like all sorts of depressing. And yeah, I was just like, no, I'm just gonna redo it. But, and I'm gonna touch on it in this one, but I'm gonna really try not to be like so negative and try to be more hopeful. It's just, it can be hard. So I can't tell what is going on here. Okay, yeah, that's these dark greens is like, I don't know, I'm having a hard time seeing them right now. All right, so last week, or no, the week before, about 2 Fridays ago, my husband came home and just was real quiet and looked real down, and I'm like, okay, like, you know, I'm used to him coming home and having bad days at work, you know, like, there's a lot of stuff on him at work, and he's in charge, you know, he basically runs the company, so there's a lot of stress and stuff. But he was just like, okay, I'm just put it to, yeah, he just had a bad day, and he just isn't wanting to talk, because, yeah, he just doesn't want to, you know, make us feel down or whatever. So, you know, whatever. So when my son, you know, we're all like, we don't know what we want for dinner, I still felt like crud. I can't even remember, guys. I don't know what happened. I don't like to cook. I don't know if I've told you guys that before, but I cannot stand cooking. I used to have to do so much cooking when I was younger, and I think it just ruined it for me. Like, I will cook, but I'm just not a good cook. It usually doesn't come out real great, and I think that has a lot to do with I just don't want to cook, you know? You gotta like what you're doing for it to come out good, right? But anyway, getting off track. So yeah, you know, he got home late. I was, you know, like, when I get home, I'm like, I don't know and usually it's him and my son that are like, oh, what's for dinner? And they're hungry. I'm like, me, I can just, you know, cook an egg or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'll be fine, because I'm trying to lose weight anyway. So, you know, like, I'll just find something, cook it up, I'll be fine. I don't, you know, but they get like hungry, you know, like. So anyway, sorry, I'm like really off track. My brain's everywhere, and it's just really fuzzy right now. It's cold, I'm telling you. But anyway, okay. So yeah, ordered pizza from Papa John's, right? My son likes that shakaroni pizza, so while they have it going on, because I think it might be gone already, but no, it's like a limited time thing. So anyways, we did that. My son's like, oh, I'll go pick it up. Like, okay. And then when my son left, my husband finally opened up about what happened at work, and oh my gosh, essentially, the company he works for sold out to another company in the area, and he had to be the one to deliver the news the next day to all the other employees that they were going to be let go Friday. Yeah, so that was really draining on him. You know, he doesn't, you know, he hates that. He knows how it feels. You know, that's happened to him here in this same state. Like when we first moved here in November too, they literally let him go, like, and it was Thanksgiving week. It was like close, like Thanksgiving was like the next week or something. And yeah, they called him to say, oh, well, we're letting you go. And yeah, so he was like, that was in 2012. So I think he was just having flashbacks, and, you know, like, what the heck? November's just, sometimes it's not a good month for us. So yeah, so he, you know, was tasked with telling the employees, like, oh, well, Friday, you know, that's it, guys. You know, here's your pink slip. Happy Thanksgiving. You know, it's just like, man, you know, like, come on, the holidays. And so that, and then they told him that they were also selling him with the company to this other company, and he was like the only one that was going to be going to the new company. And he's just like, okay, I'm being sold. You know, just made him feel like, you know, like, I mean, come on, you know, being told you're being sold is like, okay, I am a human. I don't, you know, what are we in the old-fashioned days? I don't know, guys. This state, it's a right to work state, and it can be brutal with the job market. I mean, but anyhow, so yeah, so he's like, you know, they're telling him this, but he doesn't have anything in writing, no contracts and whatever. But it's kind of been like, you know, our bills and everything are basically paid with his job, because my job, I mean, I work for a school, you know, we don't get paid a lot. Basically, I provide the food and the gas. That's what my paychecks cover. You know, I mean, they're, you know, I can maybe cover the electric bill and the utility bill, but like all the big bills we have, our mortgage, our vehicles, insurance, solar, like it's just, it's his checks. So, you know, him being the old-fashioned type of guy he is, it's like, you know, I need to provide for my family, and it's just really hit him hard, knocked him down, made him feel worthless. I mean, I've been really having to try to cheer him up and be like, okay, you know, we're going to be okay. We're always okay. We've been in, oh my gosh, we've been through so much stuff. Like, I could probably write a book, like, and people would be like, what, you're making, no, like, you know, and I know everybody has a story, you know. Yeah, we've been through so much. And I, you know, like, I know we'll get through this. It's just hard, you know, while you're going through it. And we are definitely no stranger to tough times and stress, and yeah, you know, so I've been, you know, he's really feeling down, and I've been trying to be like, look, it's going to be okay. You'll see, something's going to work out. You know, he's been applying at a lot of places. I fixed up his resume to make it, you know, current. I've been applying on jobs out there for him, you know, and he's highly qualified. He's been in his, he's been doing what he does since like 97. Since 1997. So from 97 to 2012, he was at the same company in Missouri. We moved here in 2012. He started another company when we moved here, but then they let him go in November. We moved here in the summer. So a couple months at that company. And then right away, he got a job with this other company that he's been at. So, yeah, since November of 2012, he's been at this company. And, you know, now they're selling out because they can't keep their head above water is why they're doing it. I mean, it's maintenance on the vehicles, price of diesel, price of, they do a lot of like recycling of big materials, a lot of the prices that they used to get for like cardboard, steel, plastics, like they recycle all sorts of stuff, like, you know, big recycling, you know, has just, plummeted. Like they get less for stuff, and then the costs to maintain and fuel these vehicles to do the job has gone up. So, you know, the economy is just basically how bad the economy is. And they've been struggling for a couple of years now, you know. So that, you know, that's why. And another reason is we have there's a lot of, oh gosh, there's a huge problem here of employers hiring refugees that will work for pennies, like dirt cheap. So that's what they do. They want to pay the cheaper labor and they can get away with it. So that's what they do. So yeah, it's a huge problem here. Like, oh my gosh. So yeah, you know, those two factors, that's why that company is closing. And so yeah, we, you know, been putting applications, his resume, he's very overqualified. But I don't, and you know, we're hearing back from a lot of companies and a lot of people that work in this industry right now, like, oh man, we'd love to hire you, but we don't have the funds right now. Like, the economy is so bad. And, you know, I guess this is the worst quarter for that kind of job with job openings. So, you know, it's a little concerning, you know. I mean, he's being told, yeah, you know, you're going to go over to this company, but he still hasn't heard, like, okay, how many hours am I going to get? What's my pay going to be? Because he's stressing that he's going to make enough to cover, you know, the mortgage and, you know, all the bills, you know? So that's why he's so down on himself right now. Because he's like, you know, he's the man. He's the one that provides for me and my son. I mean, my check is just, you know, it's to help out, but it's definitely not paying no big bills. So yeah, oh my gosh, I hate seeing him like this. And, you know, he keeps telling me that it takes a lot more than this to break him. And I'm like, okay, you know, I know. But, you know, I do worry about you because, you know, you can only take so much before you snap, right? You know, I mean, we're human. And yes, you know, oh my gosh, we've been through so much, but it's like enough. You know, everybody has their breaking point, and it's just like enough, you know. We really do need a break, you know, like, it's just frustrating, you know. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much just us. We don't have, and I don't mean to sound depressing, guys. I mean, trust me, this sounds a lot better than how my other one went. But, you know, just trying to, you know, explain why this is so hard for us. You know, it's just, it's pretty much us. We really don't have any family to, you know, that we can turn to be like, hey, you know, can you help me out? Can I get a loan? Or, you know, pretty much we're probably doing the best in all of the little family that we have, honestly. You know, and that's the thing, is like my husband's family, he doesn't have any. It's a really long, strange story. I keep telling him it's like the plot for it could be a plot for a good mystery book, but yeah, it's really strange. So basically, he doesn't have any family. My family, a lot of my family's alienated. I have a middle sister that has nothing to do with me because, I still talk to my mom. There's a lot of drama there, and that would take a long time to go into all of that. So I'm just going to leave that there. All of my siblings are, you know, they're half siblings. I'm the only one, from my dad. My, younger brother, he passed, oh gosh. What are we in? I feel like it's probably been almost 10 years now. Yeah, he passed away. I have a younger my youngest sister, she's young, you know, she's still trying to figure things out. And she usually, you know, like I said, we're the ones that everybody comes to. I say everybody, but we really don't have that much in our family. But anyways, people will come to us and be like, hey, I need help. You know, I've had my youngest sister do that before where she couldn't pay, you know, her rent or whatever. And I would help out because I was able to, you know, and she said she'd pay me back. But, you know, I'm sure you guys know how that goes. That, yeah, never saw that. So I basically put it off like, okay, well, you know, Merry Christmas. That was your Christmas present. You know, or birthday present or whatever, because that's been a couple times I've helped her. And yeah, so she's not in any position, you know. My mom and my grandma, they are, you know, living off, you know, Social Security. So they struggle every month, you know. My dad passed away earlier in March. Why is this so tight? Sorry, guys. I'm really struggling to see the screen right now. So yeah, he passed away in early March, and I would not ask him anyways, because that's also another long story, you know. Just to put it short, I didn't get to meet him till I was in my 30s, and there's other half siblings that he had with his wife that I was just kind of looked at like, oh, what do you want? You want money? And it's like, no, I just want, you know, to know who my dad was or dad is, you know. I want to know where my son's blue-green eyes come from, because my eyes are brown and my husband's eyes are brown. And, you know, I would always hear my mom be like, oh, because my son has those eyes that go from blue to green. Like, oh, your dad had those eyes. Well, it's, you know, nice to see. And yeah, sure enough, when I met him, my son looks exactly like my dad, like exact replica. But anyways, I'm getting off track. But so, yeah, where was I? Yeah, so that's pretty much it for family. I mean, I do have cousins and, you know, aunts and stuff. And, but, you know, we're all like, none of them are here in Arizona. You know, and I'm not that person to be like, hey, you know, and a lot of them are struggling as well. So, you know, yeah, you know, that's what I say. It's just us. And it pretty much always has been, you know, just us. You know, and I'm like, just like, you know, we'll be okay. I know we'll be okay. I believe that we've made it out of, tough situations before. I keep telling them, like, you know, something's got to open up for you, you know, just keep, you know, we keep applying. You know, but it's whatever, even if I have to sell all my diamond paintings, you know, which I already know I need to go through my stash and seriously cut it down and be realistic and be like, okay, am I ever going to really work on that? It needs to be something I totally love that I know I'm going to work on and want to hang, or, you know, if it's a bigger one, or at least put on my, like I have one of those rolling garment racks with the hangers, you know, at least put it on that. I have 2 on there right now. I put the witch bedroom that I did before this one, or while I was working on this one. I did that one for Drills and Chills. And the mermaid cavern one that I did, can't remember, is something, I think it's called It's Beginning to Look Like Christmas. Yeah, so I did show that in like my completions video. But anyways, yeah, it's like, you know, we'll be okay. It's just, it's frustrating, it's stressful, you know, in the moment, while you're in the moment. And you know, and then especially being, you know, hello, holidays, you know. And then Christmas, is around the corner, and my son's birthday is the day after Christmas, and just all sorts of stuff is coming up that it's just like, oh my God. We got to get Bella fixed, or spayed. She has to get spayed, and we wanted to do it in December while I have my Christmas break so I can, be home and make sure she's okay and doesn't mess with the stitches or whatever they do now. Because she has had one heat cycle, and I do not want to deal with that again. Which the vet told me she would have a heat cycle, before she hit one, and advised not to do it till she's one, because she's, German Shepherd, and need to make sure they do all their growing, because that can mess with their growth when you do that earlier. So I listened to what my vet said. Of course, my younger sister, she's kind of not talking to me right now either. Was like, she thinks she knows everything about dogs. Like she works at PetSmart, and she thinks she knows everything, but it's like, she's like, no, you should get her spayed sooner. I'm like, I'm just going to listen to the vet. I don't want to take any chances. So, yeah. So yeah, we got, that's going to be a nice little price tag, to get her spayed. So I know that's coming up in December. And also, like, my license plate tags, that's coming up in December. And that's usually like $200-300 because I don't know how, I know every state's different, but in Arizona, you got to pay those taxes every year. It's like, oh my God, man. So yeah, we got that, her spay, my son's birthday, and of course Christmas, and it's just, and I kind of wanted to get this other surgery too on her while they already have, her there, because I was told, I don't know if you guys remember, but in one of my WIP and chats, she was limping really bad, and I ended up taking her to one of these same day emergency clinic things that cost me like $300 some, and still really didn't do anything but just get the medicine to hopefully get her through it, because the x-rays were going to be insane. Like, I'm talking like over $500 for x-rays just to look at the bone, and I was like, oh my God. And then but then that's not it. Then they want to do blood work and this and that, and it was going to be a $3,000. I'm like, oh my God. So they prescribed me medicine, and yeah, I went through it all in there, but thank God. It must have been the thing that they were talking about, where sometimes when they grow fast or something, it's kind of like growing pains. So yeah, she did end up like just stopping, like she limped for a couple days, took it easy on it. But yeah, thank God, because I'm like, oh my God, if I got to take her to my regular vet, and get the x-rays and see what the heck is going on, like, yeah. So, oh my gosh, so thankful for that. But anyway, they had, while I was there, one of the, I don't know what technicians or, the assistant, really nice lady, she told me she has, a lot of German Shepherds, and she said, when you take her, to get spayed, ask them if they could do this, I forget, but do the surgery, or do like, how did she put it? Something about her stomach. I guess Shepherds are known for their stomachs to kind of flip, and like it could be a really, because they eat too fast, and it could be like a really expensive surgery that you have to do just to save their life. So she's like, I would just advise while you're having her spayed to go ahead and have them do that, so it isn't ever an issue. Did I miss? Yeah, I missed two staple looking things right there. She's like, yeah, I'll probably be like, add like $500, but it's going to be a lot cheaper than if that happens. And if you're talking about life-saving surgery, it's going to be in the thousands. Like, oh, so I'm glad she told me that. And I do want to bring that up to the vet. because I definitely don't want to have to deal with that. And I know she eats fast sometimes because I'll hear her like, you know, kind of like try to cough up a pee. I'm like, okay, Bella. I mean, and she's not horrible. She really doesn't. I don't have to, I mean, I can just leave food down. She is, for anything, I'm like, gosh, she's thin, you know. I mean, she's not bone, she's healthy. So she's really good at managing her own. I mean, I do have one of those bowls that is what they call the slow feeder bowls for her if I have to use it, but if I could just avoid it altogether, I kind of want to do that. So I already have an appointment set up in November to talk to the vet, because you have to make an appointment in order to schedule the appointment for the actual surgery. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, there's another office visit, but okay, you know, dollar signs adding up in my head. But whatever, like, okay, so I'm going to talk to them about that. So, you know, that's like a big charge, but it's like something that has to be done, because I don't want her to have that happen, and I cannot deal with her going in heat however often they go in heat, because, oh my gosh, she was in heat for like, that, you know, I know they say 2 to 4 weeks. I think it was 4 weeks, and, you know, we were constantly mopping the floor, washing stuff, yeah, and I can't put a diaper on her, because I'm like, we have a doggy door. I don't want to discourage her from using the doggy door, and I don't know how you would even monitor that, you know, like, I don't know. So I'm just like, no, I'll just clean it up. But yeah, it was like 4 weeks. I don't know. Do I need to turn, like, it's daylight out. I don't know why. I always feel like I get such bad lighting. I don't know, guys. I think I just have the one symbol left. So, yeah, a lot of, big expenses, you know. So that adds, you know, let me just check my phone. It's doing a lot of beeping over here and make sure my husband and son aren't asking me stuff while they're at Costco. No, okay. So yeah, gosh, where was I? Yeah, a lot of big expenses, coming up. So that just adds to stress. But this new company that bought out his company, like, they have done, you know, he has gone in and done the drug test. He did, because he had to go through an interview, even though, like, but, you know, at this point, we're like, the old company's probably just saying whatever. Because they pretty much used and abused him and overworked him and underpaid him for, I've always told him, like, for years, I'm like, you need to get a different job. Like, that company works you so hard, doesn't treat you right, and there's no benefits with this company. Like, there's no retirement plan, no, I mean, if you opt for their health benefits, there's no way you're paying your bills. It takes so much insane amount, like, the medical, and even with my job, man, I just have, like, what the school pays for, but it's basically they just cover your preventative care, like your physical and your, you know, mammogram, like your yearly things, but they don't, let me see, does that help? Yeah, that helps a little. Yeah, everything else is like, you got to reach this outrageous deductible, and it's insane. I'm sure you guys know. I'm sure healthcare's just a mess. But anyway, so yeah, I've been telling him, I'm like, I've been trying to be like, look, but he's like, no, I don't, he likes job security, and he gets scared, you know. So, you know, he just like, all you can do is put out your applications and just keep trying. I mean, he's got a lot of emails back saying, you know, unfortunately, you know, it's like, it doesn't make sense because he's so well qualified. But like I said, you know, a lot of people have been saying it's just because the economy's sucking right now, especially for that job, and with how prices have plummeted on everything, and it's hard for them to keep their head above water. So, you know, he's just like, okay, if I can just, you know, hang on to this company as long as they do what they say, until something better comes along. Because he has no idea how much they're going to pay him, how many hours. Like, they've kind of like touched base here and there with him by talking, but like there's nothing signed yet. No, like, you know, so it's like he's very nervous, you know, to be like, okay, are they really going to do what they say? Or are they just saying that just to use him, to get him to, because pretty much he's trying to get all of the old company stuff over to their, yard, office, whatever you want to call it, and switch out all the containers with theirs. So he's trying to do all like the switch over stuff and make sure the accounts get transferred over smoothly. And like they told him that I guess he wants that they possibly want him to, like, I don't know, like go with some of their drivers to show him, you know, whatever he's done. It kind of like, it almost feels like, okay, we're just gonna get whatever information we need from you and then, you know, let you go. Like that's kind of the vibe he's getting right now. So it makes him very like, and I'm like, you know, I don't know, but we got to stay hopeful that something great is going to come along. Hopefully Monday they'll talk to him more about what he's actually going to make, because he's still like got to get everything still transferred over. I think from what he understands, and again, this isn't set in concrete because it's just kind of been like talk here and there with the bosses there, that he starts there on Wednesday. But again, you know, like, I mean, he did his drug test and he, I think he might have filled out, I mean, I know he had to fill out paperwork to do background. And then he did have to email them a picture of his social security card. And I did fill out the direct deposit form from him that he says he's going to turn in Monday too. So, I mean, hopefully, you know, they'll be a good company and treat him right. You know, so he's just trying to hang in there until something else pops up. Because I know this last Friday, he didn't have such a good experience with like one of the managers. I forget what he said he was in charge of, but he was like, he was a real asshole. Like one of those, he was like really, one of those better than thou, like they're so smart, they know everything, but yet they've never done any like actual labor of that. They just sit in the office and act like they know everything, you know, like he calls them, you know, big suit people. Like, yeah, I know the type for sure. I definitely have come across my share in my job. Like, I'm like, oh. So yeah. Yeah, so, you know, that's just, I think until something gets signed on paper, or he gets told a definite something, or maybe actually sees a paycheck from, you know, maybe that'll make him feel better. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just kind of hoping that one of these bigger companies that he's applying for that is very established and has really good benefits, you know, will, you know, call him. But like I said, I know we will get through it. We always, you know, oh my gosh, we've gone through so much. We will. It's just, you know, you get tired. We're both in our, he's 2 years older than I am, and I'm, oh my God, what? I can't even remember, guys. I'm in my upper 40s, and so is he, you know. It's like after I turn 40, I quit counting. I literally got to think of the year I'm born, and like, oh, okay, that's how old I am. Yeah. So we'll be okay. It's like I said, it's just irritating and frustrating in the meantime. So yeah, I'm not trying to make anybody feel like, you know, down. that's just what's going on in our life right now. And, you know, I'm sure it's playing a role on my immune system and why this cold's taking longer. Like, there's always some sort of stress going on. And, you know, another thing too is when, you know, you're a parent, when you're responsible for, you know, your children's, it just adds a whole nother level of stress, you know, just because you don't want them to suffer any, you know, you want them to, you know, be a kid. I mean, my son's a senior this year, and I don't want to take anything from him, you know. I want him to be a kid. I want him to have all the experiences and be able to do all the things he wanted to do. I mean, neither one of us, me or my husband, had a good childhood, adolescence years. We both went through a lot of stuff, a lot of different types of abuse. And we always say we're two fucked up peas in a pod. So, you know, that's definitely something we did not want. We just, our son always comes first, you know. We've always, like, probably way spoiled him more than we should have, just because we want to make sure that he had everything, you know. And I don't mean, like, I'm not one of these people that goes out and buys all the name brand, like, oh my gosh, we gotta go buy this name brand stuff at this really expensive store. You know, like, no, I'll go to Ross or find some. I gotta find a deal. Like, he wears Nikes, okay, but we use coupons. That pair of Nikes will last him all year. He's got a big old foot too. He's got a 15 wide, so it's hard to find, you know, and I know I'm going to spend like $100, you know, at the beginning of the school year. But they're good shoes and they last him all year. Oh, hang on. It's probably my husband calling. Let me pause you. Okay, guys, I'm back. It was my husband was calling. He was asking about something that we needed from Costco. Turns out it's cheaper on Amazon, so yeah. So yeah, back where I was, I'm a thrifty, you know. We make sure our son's provided for, you know. Yeah, you know, we will get him nice clothes, and I don't have anything against, you know, name brands are nice. You definitely get what you pay for, but I gotta find them on a good value, you know. Oh man, I missed a bunch of staples right there. Oh well, I'll get it later. Can you guys see down here? I think so, huh? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Have I been doing this the whole time and it's been like out of frame? But yeah, so yeah, like I said, I'll go to Ross, Beals, you know, the stores that have it for good. I, you know, watch online sales, couponing. So, you know, we definitely make sure that he has nice clothes, you know. But I'm not, you know, I've known, gosh, especially here, like, I didn't really notice this in Missouri, but I noticed when I moved to this state, there's, like, a lot of people that will, like, they'll go buy these brand new name brand clothes, not even, like, try to, like, watch for a sale or anything, right? And then they don't even want to, they'll just, like, you're lucky if they get washed and reworn. It's like, okay. Or, you know, or they'll have, like, I don't know how many pairs of shoes, like, oh my gosh. I knew one lady here that she had, 4 kids, and they always had to be matching, like, 2 boys and 2 girls, you know, like, name brand shoes, clothes, like, the girls always had to be matching, the boys always had to be matching, and I'm like, I don't know how she did it, and she was single. I'm like, okay, I don't know, I don't think I want to know, but what, you know, whatever, you know, whatever floats your boat, you know, everybody's different. I'm not trying to be judgmental, I'm just saying, I'm not, you know, I'm definitely thrifty with my money, I mean, even with diamond painting, guys, like there's got to be a sale, a discount code, something. I never pay full price. I have got, you know, stuff off D-stash sites when I see somebody post something for a really good price. Yeah, you know, I just, not rich. And that's why I've really slowed down on buying, because I'm like, oof, okay. I'm to the point where I look at my stash, I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. I'm never going to get to all these. I really, like I said, when I first started this craft, I did go a little crazy. Like, oh my gosh, I love it. They're so pretty. I went overboard. And now I do need to like go through it and be like, okay. And I definitely don't do that no more. You know, there's so many diamond painting companies out there and so many diamond paintings. There's no way you're ever going to like be able to get each one that you love. It's just, you know, and there's always going to be new ones made and improvements made. And it's like, so yeah, I'm like, okay, no. You know, it will be okay. Which was not my mindset when I first got into this craft. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't think I ever like got so like obsessed with something so quick. And man, yeah, I really went a bit crazy there for a minute. So yeah, you know, I can't even remember we just, you know, we want our son to have better than what we did, you know. So that, yeah, that's what makes that hard. It's just, I mean, I love my son. I would never, I mean, he's our blessing, you know, like yeah. I mean, I love him so much. He's turning into a very, fine young man, you know, you know, has manners. He's, you know, he goes to church. He's very involved in church, which, he found, you know, a church he likes, and that's, you know, I don't push him into anything. I gave him complete freedom of, you know, you want to do this, you know, yeah, and he's a good boy, you know. I mean, I'm very lucky. Very lucky. He's got very good friends. A lot of his friends do go to that church, and he did actually meet them by going to the school that he goes to. They were like one night like, hey, you want to go to youth group with us? And spiraled from there, you know. Now he goes Sunday, always goes youth group. He's been at that church since the beginning of middle school, 6th grade, like, yeah. And he's a senior now. Like, he loves it, and I'm glad he found it. So he's a good kid. I'm very blessed, especially working in a school and seeing everything I see, you know, with a lot of these kids. You know, a lot of these kids, they're getting into trouble with, you know, vaping, alcohol, you know, having alcohol on them, trying to sell drugs. Like, it's insane. You're like, high school now is like, man, a lot different than when I went to high school. You know, I mean, shoot, just the other day we had a probation officer come in to talk to a student, which happens a lot. But, you know, usually the student's a little bit older than a freshman, right? I mean, I'm talking 9th grader. I'm like, geez, this kid's already got a probation officer. Good Lord. And you know, which a lot of times with these kids, yes, there is stuff going on at home. You know, not all the time. But, you know, yeah, so, you know, teenagers, it's hard. It's confusing to be a teenager, right? You know? And it is friends and influence, and it's just, I feel for him. I would not want to be a teenager nowadays. I'll just say that, man. The stuff that they have to, deal with, like, I don't know, you know, because you gotta stay on a good path, right, with all these other stuff going around, which I'm sure was in my day too, but either I didn't pay attention or, I mean, I don't know. Let me get these little staples I missed here. So yeah, I mean, I see this stuff happen at my work, and I'm just like, man, I'm very blessed with my son. He's a good boy. He has an only child. It's, you know, not the way I planned it, but that's just the way my body planned it. I mean, I've had a couple of miscarriages. So yeah. I mean, a lot of times I did wish I could give him a sibling, but it, you know, I'm blessed to have him alone, because we honestly didn't think we were ever going to be able to have kids at all, the way my body was going. And then when we found out that we were pregnant with him, I mean, I was very nervous the whole time. I was like, God, please let this one, you know, not end up in a miscarriage. And oh my gosh, so I was just, tell you what, that when you hear that cry, when, you know, I started just like tears of joy as I started to cry. But, you know, and he did stop breathing for like a second too when they pulled him out. It's like, because I had to have a C-section because he was a big baby. He was 9 pounds, 3 ounces, which kind of runs in our family. I was a big baby. I was 9 pounds 8, but I was also like a month overdue. I was supposed to be born on Valentine's Day, but I was born on March 8th, which, fun fact, is International Women's Day, which I think is awesome. So I think I'm done with this section. I miss any more. I love to rub my hands and just see like, oh, anything's sticking out. It's like such a neat feeling, you know. That look pretty, you guys. So yeah, yeah, he did stop breathing for a minute because I heard the doctor like, no, don't you do that to me. And then of course I couldn't see what they were doing because they always put that blue, like little screen thing in front of you. Because yeah, C-section, because he's a big boy. They don't want to take any chances. You know, his shoulders like getting misplaced, trying to go through the birth canal or whatever. So, but yeah, when I heard him cry, oh man, you know, just such a big blessing. We're very blessed, very lucky to have him, and we just want to provide for him and have him have a good life and just be happy, you know. So that adds extra stress when you put that in the mix, you know. But I'm not, definitely, God, no, not complaining about it, you know, not at all. We just want to make sure he doesn't suffer, you know. So yeah, I think I'm gonna, should I attempt this right now? It's looking so pretty. I want to. I'm just like not feeling the best. Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna start to get into the building here. That's cool. Oh wow, I'm already over an hour. Well, I guess time flies when you're having fun and talking, right? Yeah, I love how this one is turning out, you guys. I think I'm about at the halfway point because here's the paint with passion. Yeah. So pretty. And I already know where this one's going to go. So, I don't know, maybe I'll put that up there and start to, maybe. I do kind of have it. I have a foam, one of those pool noodles. I kind of tied it to the bottom of my draft table here, and I have the bottom part that's done like rolled around it, rolled outwards of course, so I don't lose any diamonds. Yeah, I thought about, I keep seeing those table clamps from Bella Art diamonds, Bella Art and Nicole. Like I wanted to get a set because I'm like, oh, that's so cool, you know, because you see in the video how they just like roll, it just rolls up like in there and it holds it real nice. But I'm like, oh, the price right now. Yeah, I would like to order some stuff from them. I can't. I mean, I keep hoping maybe they'll have like a good sale or something, which I don't know if it's just me. I just don't see it. I don't see like, or I know they had a sale, but it was like on select paintings, and none of the ones that I really wanted were on that sale. So that was a couple months ago. But anyways, like, I don't know if they, and then the shipping, I think you gotta spend like $250 to get free shipping, and you guys know me and free shipping. I'm like, I love my free shipping. I hate paying for shipping. That's just, yeah, I know it's a me problem. Excuse me, sorry. So yeah, but I thought about, you know, I'm like really one of those table clamp thingies. Excuse me. I swear, I probably sound much worse than I feel. But I'm not gonna lie, my head's like stuffed up and kind of hurts. But those table clamp thingies are like, I think they're around 20 some dollars, and then you gotta pay for some. I'm like, no, I'm like, but you know what? I'm like, I think on some groups I've seen that pool noodle hack, so I went and got a pool noodle out of my garage. Got from the dollar store. I got a couple out there because I always see like pool noodle hacks that you can do with these things. So when I go to the Dollar Tree, I grabbed a couple, and so I went and got that and cut it to like just fit my length of my table, and then just kind of roll it. Let me see if I can show you guys. I don't know, because I saw somebody post about this hack, and I was like, just trying to kind of move you guys here. Oh, without having stuff fall down. Let's see if I could like see. So I have this tied with just like the Dreamer Designs ribbon. I just ended up cutting in half. Or no, I put two of them together, I fed it through the pool noodle tube so that it hangs out at both ends, and then just tied it around like the table here, like the hinge part. So and then so yeah, and then the way it is, like it's free, it's kind of like free moving. So I can, sorry if it's dark, but yeah, I can roll the painting around. So that's how sorry guys, I think I messed with my, thing when I was moving my phone around. But, let me see. Yeah, so yeah, you know, I'm like, okay, cool, this works, because yeah, I kind of like that, having that, you know, rolled, so it's not like hanging down or getting dusty or dirty or whatever. Oh my gosh, this stupid cold, you guys. And tomorrow, what is the shoot? Today's Sunday, man, I gotta go back to work tomorrow. I was really hoping this cold would just go away fully. Oh my god. But trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to tell you guys or share with you guys. I don't know, I'm kind of like, should I kind of feel like I want to work on this a little. I love seeing this done, and it's looking so pretty. So yeah, so beautiful. I'm really curious about this building right here, how it's gonna look. Let me see. Is that, yeah, I know this has been going on for a while, guys, sorry, but you know, I haven't done a WIP and chat for a while, and you know, if I'm not your style or something about me annoys you, just please feel free to, you know, not watch. That's the beauty about YouTube, right? You can pick and choose who you want to watch and not watch. So right away, I'm being drawn to this color. The little staple thingies. I think I probably ended over there. I am going to get my roller thing too and kind of just make sure. Like, I don't feel anything popping up, but sometimes, like, I won't place a diamond fully down. But they all feel like they're down pretty good. But I still like to roll it over. I have one of those little roller things. I'll make sure I take that out. I just have all that stuff that I showed you guys earlier, like laying on top of that little cart. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. Should have said that in the beginning. Thanksgiving's next week. We don't really have any. We'll probably just end up cooking something here and have my mom and grandma come over. That's usually what happens. I would kind of like for somebody to cook something. I can go over there, but I mean, I've had, my coworkers offered, but I'm like, then I gotta leave my grandma high and dry, and I'm like, I can't do that, even though it kind of drives me crazy. But that's the time of year, right? I do love my Nana, and I don't know, I want to, I want her to have some, good times and memories, and I want those, and yeah. Yeah. I hope she should come over. She usually doesn't come over when my mom comes over because she doesn't like, my dogs. She does not like dogs. Oh my gosh. She doesn't really like cats either. She just really likes birds. I mean, I got her 2 parakeets, in a cage and all the accessories for her, last birthday. Because she used to have them in Iowa also, which I got her there too. So yeah, she likes her birds. She likes chickens. When she lived in New Mexico, she had chickens. And, she can't really have chickens where they're living now. They live in like senior apartments. It's like kind of based off the income, so they're able to afford it. Oh my gosh, what time is it? I don't even know. I'm going to keep an eye on the time because I know I want to try to walk my dogs, but I'm on the other hand kind of feeling like crap. I don't know, might help me. I don't know. I'll see. So yeah, we'll probably just get a small turkey and I don't know what to do about my sister. I mean, I'm sure my mom will tell her for me, like, hey, if you want to come over. I don't know if she will. Honestly, she hasn't talked to me in a while. I think I touched on it a little earlier. She, the fact that she thinks she knows everything about dogs, but, and I definitely don't claim to know everything about dogs, but when my vet tells me something, I'm like, okay, I'm going to listen to the vet. But no, she got upset with me a couple months ago because she wanted to come over with one of her dogs. And she has 3 big dogs too. I can't remember what. I think they're like, I can't remember what breeds or whatever they are. But, yeah, she wanted to come over with at least one of them to my house to play with Bella. And I was like, and I didn't really say anything when she came over the day before and she had this idea because she just came over. But I have told her several times before, like, please don't bring your dogs to my house. Like, you're always welcome. Your girlfriend's always welcome. I don't. I mean, I have 3 dogs of my own. And, this is their home. And when gosh, obviously I had to tell her this for a reason, right? She's brought her dogs over before. And her dogs just kind of terrorize my dogs. And this is their home. This is their territory. Dogs don't really like other dogs coming into their territory. Unless it's like they're used to it or it's like a play date or something that, you know what I mean? But, I told her, I'm like, please don't. And then the fact that she also doesn't watch her dog. Like, she'll come in, she'll sit down and relax and chill, and her dog's like running amok in my house and doesn't know how to use a dog door. So I'm the one watching the dog running amok, And the dog did one time pee on my floor, which just had to come in my little office den area here. That I basically, it's kind of like my little diamond painting sanctuary. I have all my plants and I have it decked out with all my crystals and stuff. It's my little, I love my little room right here. But it doesn't, it's like a little den area. It doesn't have like a door, you know? It's just open and it's carpeted. Like the rest of our house has that ceramic, those big ceramic tiles, but except the bedrooms. And then this little den area, but it doesn't have a door, so I can't close it off. And I don't have a gate big enough, you know, to, especially, you know, a big dog. So, yeah, so the dog came in here and peed on the carpet, and I was like, oh my God, you know. And I know, like, I have a carpet shampooer, but I also know with dogs, like, once that smell gets in the carpet, it's in the carpet, and another dog can smell. And my worst fear is, like, for my dogs to smell and think, oh, another dog peed here, so now I gotta pee on it. Because that's what dogs do, right? That's what my dogs do anyway. So I notice that, you know, when they go out in the yard, like, one will pee, and then the other one will pee on top of it. And I'm like, oh my God. Or, you know, when we're walking, they'll smell other dogs' business. And especially Luna, my little min pin, my little chip pin. She's like half Chihuahua, half min pin. She's got to pee on everything. Everything that she thinks peed somewhere. Yeah, she just stops and little pee, little dribble. It's so funny. I'm like, oh my God, Luna, you got to literally drop a little pit everywhere. But so yeah, you know, that's why. So like she was over and she's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna bring I can't remember which dog she's gonna bring, but I'm gonna bring him over tomorrow and I'll stop by. And I was like, oh, I didn't say anything at the time because I was trying to, I was trying to be nice. And I'm like, I don't know. I've told her before, like, Sarah, please do not bring your dogs over. Like, please, like, it stresses me out, man, because I'm the one watching them. And then it just makes my dogs like all like you can tell they don't like it. And her dogs are young, they're puppies, they're hyper. So, you know, so I'm like, I talked to my husband and my son. I'm like, you know, do you think this sound like, I don't want to, I said, but you know, it just really stresses me out. Oh, you know what? And they're like, no, that doesn't. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna text her and tell her. Because I'm more of a texter. I really don't like talking on the phone. I know, like, you guys are probably like, you talk so much on here, but, like, I don't know. I'm more of a texter. And so is she. You know, I think nowadays a lot of people just, a lot of texting. So, I texted her, you know, later that evening. I'm like, you know, I definitely want to see you. I'm more than happy to see you. But please do not, you know, please just you come over. You know, you want to come over, you want to bring your girlfriend, you know, I'm completely fine with that. Please don't bring your dog. Like, please, no, it stresses me out. And I had just put, you know, I put it nicely, the text. I'm like, it stresses me out. And it's, you know, it stresses out my dogs too. So, and I sent her the text and she was supposed to come over the next day. She never responded. Didn't come over. Didn't call or nothing, right? So I'm like, okay. But then, you know, so my mom, I guess she visits my mom a couple days later, and then my mom tells me, she's like, yeah, Sarah got, you know, upset, and I guess she kind of told her, she's like, well, I don't know, you know, what is she thinking? What's she going to do? Like, how's she going to socialize her dog? And, you know, this. And so she was really upset about it. And so my mom just kind of told me, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I'm like, you know, I don't know what to say. I can't make everybody happy. Yes, she's my sister. I love her. But, you know, boundaries too, you know? Like, shoot, this is my house. These are my dogs. You know, I don't have, you know, and again, I'm sure you guys have heard lots of times, Bella's a German Shepherd. I don't have her to be friendly Bob, okay? I have her to be our protector, you know, be our loyal companion, you know, so I feel safe when I'm walking. And I think, I don't know if I touched on it before, but the whole reason why we got her was like not long after our Nacho dog passed away. We were just kind of like, okay, you know, we're not, you know, it's hard when your dog passes away, right? And Nacho was like an overgrown Chihuahua. Got Nacho from a rescue. But anyway, well, Nacho was the one that would like bark and act crazy, and like if there was any sound, you know, Nacho would hear we used to joke, you hear a freaking butterfly, you know, and Nacho's like, rah, 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 you know, so people would definitely know, oh, there's dogs there, you know, or whatever. God, why am I like, come on, man, I'm trying to get this like perfect number to go in here. Okay, thank you. But when Nacho passed, we God, the next weekend we found evidence of somebody being in our backyard because we had a bucket back there. It was turned upside down with you could tell a foot went through it to jump over or something. I don't know. And then a couple days prior to that, one of not our neighbor, but I would say one block behind us, right in the same area of that block where our house is, literally the same position in the next block. They were on the news for shooting a I think it was a teenager, young 20s, but basically at 2 or 3 in the morning or something, they had heard a noise, looked out in the backyard, and there's this young guy out there trying to get in the house or something. I don't know. So they, you know, I guess the guy was come any closer, you know, I'll shoot. And I don't know if I'm thinking this person must have been high or something, you know, to just walk into that. And I guess apparently they came closer and the guy shot. I don't know if I know they got rushed to the hospital. I don't know if they died or not. I didn't really follow any more of it. But that, you know, that kind of scared the crap out of me. I'm like, holy crap, that's literally our house, a block behind us. And then we find evidence the next weekend of somebody being in our backyard. I'm like, you know, and like I said, Nacho had passed. And Nacho was our dog that would bark and hear anything and go, you know, I mean, regardless that Nacho was a Chihuahua, Nacho was a big Chihuahua and did look crazy. So I imagine, you know, yeah, you know, Chihuahua's got that crazy, okay. So, and I have a love for German Shepherds. My grandpa had German Shepherds. I love them. Very beautiful, loyal, well-behaved dogs when, you know, they're trained that way. So we were we weren't going to get a dog after Nacho passed. We're okay, we're just, you know, these two. But after that, we're yeah, we need something that's going to bark and let us know, Nacho did, okay? Luna, she's little. I could put her in a purse, you know, she's a chipped-in. And Natasha, she is a Dotson mix. She tries, but she also went blind about 2 years ago, probably now. And we don't even know why. I took her to the vet and everything, and I paid all sorts of money for all these tests, and she's healthy as a horse, but they can't tell me why she went blind. She's not that old. She's also a rescue. We got her at the same time we got Nacho. Which I was just trying to get one dog at the time because we were having a problem in our other house we lived in on stray cats coming in the house. And Luna, our little Chihuahua, little chip-in, wasn't doing anything about it. She would just lay in bed with us. Hello, Luna. So I'm okay, we need to get another Chihuahua or something that's going to bark at these cats trying to come in the house through the doggy door. Yeah, stray cats just come up just bold stray cats. They would come in and eat the dog's food. And yeah, it's crazy. I would wake up to random, I'm like, what the hell? So that's why we went to get another dog in the first place. But the lady had the two that she had brought to meet us, because she's like, well, because I told her, like, I was trying to get something that would fit through the doggy door we had at that house and not have to, you know. So it's like, yeah, I really need a medium, you know, small, medium size, something that's gonna bark and keep these cats away, right, out of my house. I mean, I love cats, but I don't want stray cats in my house. You know, I just know. Oh crap, I missed them there. So the lady had Nacho and Natasha, and you could tell they were like just bonded. Like you could tell, like she told me the stories. She kind of got them both at the same time. Natasha was one of her rescue mission dogs she found in Mexico. I guess they go down there time to time and get a bunch of dogs that are just running around on the street and try to help them out. And they had got her, and she was pregnant, so she had a litter of puppies already. And yeah, so yeah, sad, you know. But they got her, and then they got Nacho from a lady that lives in the same town as us, that she had passed away. And apparently when animal control went in there, she had I guess she was some sort of Chihuahua hoarder, because she had tons of Chihuahuas. So yeah, man, I missed more black. What the heck? So anyway, but yeah, Nacho was our our little, you know, like our guard dog. Okay, I know it sounds crazy that a Chihuahua is a guard dog, but Nacho was a big Chihuahua and would let us know about any noise or anything. So yeah, when Nacho passed, we didn't no longer have that, because like I said, Natasha went blind. She tries. She definitely, her hearing is, you could tell her hearing is definitely picks up on stuff. But, you know, and she'll bark, but she can't see, you know, where to go unless she hears or smells it or whatever, you know. And I think that weekend that we found the bucket turned upside down, I can probably pinpoint the time that somebody was back there, because I was home alone. It was on a Saturday. My husband and son went to do something. I forget what. I think they might have went canoeing or something. I don't know. But so, and for no reason, Natasha just started, like, she stood up in the hallway, like right outside my room here, and she kind of turned her head to the left, and she started barking like crazy. And I'm like, and, you know, nobody, because they'll do that if somebody comes to the front door or somebody walks by in front of the house. So I checked the cameras, and there was nothing in front of the house. And of course, I don't have a camera in the backyard, which I need. I don't know, man. That's like another expense right now. But so yeah. And then, like, after we had found that, I'm like, oh, I think I know when this probably happened, because I know she went crazy, and I couldn't figure out, like, what was going on, because I didn't see anything in the front of the house, right? So, yeah, obviously. So, yeah, so anyways, I know I'm just going on and on, but that's why we got Bella. You know, we found on Craigslist, found a guy in pretty much the ghetto of Phoenix. You know, the barrios of Phoenix, you know. I think, was it 200 or 300? Which, you know, for German Shepherd puppies. And so I called, and like, yeah, he had 2 left. 2 girls, which is perfect, because all my dogs are females. I don't know. My grandfather has it stuck in my head that females are more loyal. If it's true, I don't know. That's just what, you know, that's what I grew up with. That's just... And all my cats are males. I have better luck with male cats. Female cats, every time I get a female cat, they seem to get sick or something's, I don't know. Like, it's weird. So yeah. So we stick to female dogs and male cats when we do get them. But anyways, and yes, I do get my male cats spayed. Because if you don't, they have that god-awful smell that you cannot get out. So you have to, yeah, definitely. But anyway, what was I saying? Okay. Yeah, so went and looked at the 2 we had left. And Bella was the bigger one, which my husband was like right away, like, I don't know, he's like, something about her eyes, like, just look like they look into your soul. And I'm like, okay, I wanted to get both of them. Like, oh, you know, when I get around puppies, I'm like, I want them both. But I'm like, I know we couldn't afford both. And we already had 2 dogs. I'm like, yeah, this, yeah, we need 3's the max, man. So yeah, we got her. But yeah, that's why we got hers, because of this crazy stuff going on around here. And she's definitely protective and barks, and I don't have to worry about, you know, so yeah. So I think I was because my sister wanting, I'm like, yeah, I don't have her to be friendly, Bob. I mean, I don't want her attacking people and animals at will, and I won't allow that. I mean, when I walk her, I have like 3 leashes on her that's attached to me, and where one I can grab real quick, because we're still, like, that's about the only thing where she's still really needing work on, is when she sees another dog walking, she will bark and try to go for it, and I'm just like, no, no. And I mean, she's getting a lot better quickly. I'm actually surprised. Like, she's smart. She is so smart. She understands. Like, you know, and I'll tell her, you know, go get a ball. She'll go bring me the ball. Or if she's playing around with something and she dropped it by my feet, I'm like, well, give it to me. And she'll pick it up and put it in my hand. So she's smart. And she's learning. Like, she's getting, every time I walk her, like, I notice it's better. So, but, you know, again, I don't have her to be like, oh, you know, you want a friendly dog like that. Like, you know, I hear golden retrievers, or, you know, certain breeds just have certain qualities. And German Shepherds are, you know, known for their loyalness, their protectiveness, their, you know, being smart and learning. And yeah, so I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's not. And, you know, I'm not worried about, if I want to get to that point, I'll deal with that when I get to it. But yeah, my sister's like, well, you know, whatever. So she got all mad at me about that. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, I don't know. I'm at the point where I'm just like, whatever about it. I mean, I love her, but you know, I'm over it. I'm just, no, you know, I have boundaries. I have just as much worth as you do, and I'm done people pleasing. I used to be that person. But I'm like, you know what? I don't know if it's because, you know, you get older, you get more tired of crap quicker, and your patience goes out the window. But I'm like, no, I can definitely know I'm a stronger person now than I was. You know, I definitely used to try to please people and make everybody else happy, but then, like, I'm miserable and struggling inside, and I'm like, I don't do that crap no more. You know? It's like, no, you know, yeah. So, but, you know, I just look like, okay, you know, whatever. I would like, you know, what am I supposed to do with that? It's your choice, man, but you know what? This is my house and my dogs, and, no, I gave her plenty of chances, and because when she would bring them over before, I would tell her, like, no, and she'd still do it, but I'm like, so, yeah, I think she finally gets it, but she's mad at me, but, you know, like I said, whatever. And then, to add fuel to the fire over this election, oh my gosh, and I'm not getting into it, guys, I'm not, please don't, but I'm just saying, she went to my mom's again, and my mom started texting me at work, like, all of a sudden, all this election questions, and who'd you vote for, and all this, and this and that, and, well, she was like, well, you know, she's telling me, oh, Sarah's over here, and she's so upset, you know, that he won, and he's against this and that, and went on this whole thing why she's so upset, and she's just so upset, and I'm like, okay. And what am I supposed to do? I'm just like, okay, you know, okay. She's like, did you go? And I'm like, and I told her, you know, whatever, and And she's just like, oh, she's just so mad and she's so upset and he's going to do this and that. And I'm like, oh, Lord, have mercy. So I don't, you know, like, whatever. I'm just like, okay, I don't know. So yeah, that's it. I'm not touching anymore in the election. So please don't. Please, I'm not that person to, you know, I don't want to ash it out or whatever. I don't know election talk. God, I'm glad those ads are over though. Good Lord. Oh, those ads were getting ridiculous, man. It's like, couldn't watch nothing on no streaming service, nothing, and there would be ads. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. But anyhow, yeah. So yeah, and I think I was on Thanksgiving. So I don't know if she shows up and, you know, she does, she doesn't, whatever. I'm not stressing no more. I am definitely... Oh my God, what am I doing? Please tell me I am putting these on these Ys, because I'm like looking, I'm like, I was about ready to put it on that. Okay. Lord. Okay, sometimes I forget which one I'm doing. Okay, that's a Y, thank God. Please tell me this is a Y. Yeah, that's a Y, okay. Because I was about ready to put it like on one of these, and I'm like, wait. No, I'm glad I stopped myself. Okay, Y. There were Ys. Okay, oh, there's some. I don't know, guys. I apologize. I know this is going to be super long. But yeah, no, just, I haven't posted one in a while. There's a lot of stuff on my mind. Yeah. But, you know, everything's going to be all right, you know? I believe that. I know it. Everything's going to be all right. You got to be positive. We'll make it through. We always do. If this cold would leave me alone, I'd be just great. Golden. Might take my dogs for a walk. I think I'm going to try it. Even though my head's like... And I already took... That's the thing about this cold, man. I've been taking stuff for my headaches. You know, Tylenol, ibuprofen. Maybe you know what? I need to use some peppermint. I know some peppermint. Stick it on the roof of my mouth. A lot of times that will help. I have the essential oils, the ones that, you know, are, what do you call? The ones that you can, that are safe. Like there's not no crazy funky stuff in them. And then, you know, as long as it's a good brand that, you know, it's just peppermint and they don't add any other, I don't know. Some of them I've seen where they add alcohol, like, you know, I don't know. Some of the, like this, especially you got to watch the cheaper brands. Which I'd say cheaper brands, but I did find, I used to do like Young Living, but, again, on a sale, had a code or something, because Young Living can be expensive. But I have found another one that is really, like, I can't tell the difference. Still smells just really good. Seems to be, you know, legit. What's it called? I don't know. There was two that I was experimenting with. I think one of them was, is it Revive or Plant Therapy? Both of them seem to be pretty good. I like one of them more than the other. And then I'll kind of look at both websites when I'm trying to find a certain oil to see which one has it cheaper, and I'll just go with that one. But, yeah, that's what I've been using. You know, and they're pretty good. So I think I'm going to try that. Oh, there's some more Ys. Put some peppermint on the roof of my mouth, see if that helps this headache. Yeah, and I might try, what time is it? Yeah, it's about the time that I would take them for a walk where the temperatures cool down a little more. Because even though, like I said, it is getting nicer, I like cooler. I don't like it when the sun's like high up in the sky beating down on me. I tend to get warm really quick, you know. I know I'm in the wrong state. I definitely know that. Oh gosh, you guys. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna call it right here. I got started on this other one. like my pen. I don't know if I got that from Shimmering Canvas Designs. And they actually did that, where they added the twist and thing. Which it, it works pretty good. I mean, I do have to get the, oh, wow, that's actually twisting better now. I think it just, like, I don't know, guys. This is actually twisting better. When I first got it, maybe it just needed to be, like, worn in. I don't know. Or maybe it was a putty I'm using. But it does, they do pretty good. So if you try, if you want to try them for doing the twist and pick alteration successfully. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, you guys, I hope you guys have, good day, good Thanksgiving. If I don't talk to you before then, oh my gosh, excuse me. We still haven't got any of the Thanksgiving like food or oh my god, I don't even want to think about that. Going to the stores is just a madhouse lately. Like, the city we live in is growing so fast. I swear, I feel like everybody's moving here. And then it's like even more people right now because we have what they call like snowbirds that, they have 2 houses and they just come here during the winter so they don't have to deal with the snow and stuff. And so it like, our population goes up during this time because of that too. But we only have like, we have a Fry's and we have a Walmart, and we have an IGA downtown that's like really small and run down. Oh, we have an Aldi's, but they don't really have like, not everything, and only certain stuff you can, I don't know, I haven't had luck with some stuff. But anyways, for a town that's growing with so many people moving here, we need more. We need another grocery store, at least. I don't know. They keep building all these houses, but no. So, like, half the time stuff's out of stock. Oh, it sucks. But whatever, So, yeah, I haven't done any Thanksgiving shopping. Partly because I hate food shopping. I hate any kind of shopping, honestly. I love diamond painting shopping, but, definitely had to cut back on that a lot. I hate the part where I'm spending money, though. I always feel like, most of the time I'll get to the cart and I'm like, okay, no. But yeah, I hate shopping, and, yeah, I've been feeling like crap for like a full week now. So yeah, that's why, and then usually my husband's like, he'll get off work and like, okay, I'm going to stop by the store. What do you need? But like the stuff going on with his job that he's been dealing with for 2 weeks now, he's been really down. So yeah, it's just, definitely not been himself. So yeah, but anyways, guys, I apologize for those posts being extremely long. It's just been a while. I had a lot on my brain, and I hope it wasn't, I really hope it wasn't like super negative. It's life, just stuff that's happening with life. But I know we're gonna be okay. I know something's gonna open up, It's gonna be okay. I know that. You just get tired and worn down quicker as you get older, I swear. But it will be fine. I know that in my heart. I know. So yeah, you guys have, like I said, have a great week. If I don't talk to you or make another video before Thanksgiving, have an awesome Thanksgiving. I hope everybody, gets what they, good meal, good company, and that's, find the things to be thankful for, which I'm definitely thankful for everything that I have. I'm so thankful for my son. I'm thankful for my husband. I'm thankful, I know I have, again, it pops out in my head. My grandpa used to say, There's always somebody worse off than you. So anytime I start to feel like, oh my God, you know, I'm like, yeah, that's so true. There's so many people dealing with worse things, you know. So I'm very blessed, you know. I'm very thankful and grateful for everything, and I know everything's gonna be all right. So yeah, all right. You guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.